I want you to know that we are being televised today. Your mic is on, so please bring it up to your. I think you've got some room to bring it up. There you go. Thank you so much. Let's see. I need to turn the page here. You have AFP 9.
Correct.
Is that correct?
Yes.
Okay. Let me find it.
Page 21.
All right. Okay, here we go. Yes. And you do have some amendments, or at least an amendment here.
Yes.
Okay, very good.
Good.
This is good. Do we have a motion to hear the proposal? Okay. Thank you. All right. Assemblyperson Lowe, please present.
Thank you, Madam Chair and fellow senior senators. I'd like to present this to you because I think it's a very important issue. For the last couple of years, Social Security becomes a topic for conversation in our federal government in Washington, D.C. area. And many times they use it as a leverage or as a bargaining. And of course, as one of the seniors, and I'm really against them to do so. I think Social Security is very important. Everyone, when we worked hard, when we work in the workforce, we pay into it. So it's employees and employers' contribution. Now we are retired. We supposed to get the benefits. And it has been going on for 75 years. So I don't think anyone should be touching it. Yesterday, I was in that Senior Assembly Parts Finance Committee, and they helped to put some more wording in to strengthen it up. And I was very happy and gladly take on the amendment because I was going to suggest it myself as well. So as you see, this proposal is very straightforward. It's not talking about why Social Security is a problem or why or how we can get to reform it or whatever. No, it's none of that. This simply saying that Social Security should be kept intact and no further cuts or no borrowing from the Social Security. So that's why I'm here urging your support. Thank you.
Okay, and thank you. And just for clarification, so we'll be sure that we all have the same information, the amendment start at line 15?
Yes, correct.
The Social Security benefits of seniors and future retirees from being cut as a part of a deal, that's eliminated.
Uh-huh.
And it would just say enact legislation that would prevent further cuts to or borrowing from the Social Security Trust Fund.
Yes.
Is that correct?
Correct. Change the wording and make it stronger.
Right.
Yes. Thank you.
And then over the next is 53, line 53.
Right.
Okay, which says the same thing.
Uh-huh.
It just makes it conform to what it said on the first page.
Yeah,
right.
Page.
To prevent the cuts of borrowing from. Okay, very well. All
okay,
right.
Thank you.
We're ready for discussion. Let's start with Senator Levy. You ready?
Oh. Changing the rules.
Yes.
Hello, Senior Senator Lowe.
Yes.
I said hello, Senior Senator Lowe. This change is more than just that because it says are borrowing from Social Security Trust. It didn't say that originally, did it?
No. It's a part of the amendment.
Right. Can you explain that portion? What borrowing is being done from the Social Security Fund?
Borrowing that means someone said, okay, in the committee, that was yesterday Senior Assembly's committee, that many administrators or under different presidents, they have been borrowing money from the Social Security Trust Fund. And of course, they repaid it.
Right.
But they did borrow it and sometimes getting longer or whatever. So that's why the sentiment is don't let anyone to playing around with that. Don't touch Social Security funding, because that is not a part of the problem that we are facing today.
Is this the essence of this proposal, is just to keep other members of the government keeping their hands off of what is
Correct.
now the Social Security funds?
Exactly. That was what my original idea was.
Right.
But now change the wording is to emphasize it and make it stronger, make sure no one is going to use that money from that pot.
I guess I'm confused a little with further cuts. They have cut money that was in there from the fund and used it other places than where it was supposed to be?
Well, yeah, many conversation right now going on, especially with the super committee as well. The rumor has been spreading around, right? I'm
Right.
sure you heard about that too. Certain people wants to cut it. Certain people wants to use a leverage to get something else as a bargaining chip.
Okay, thank you.
Thank you.
Senator Thomas. No. Senator Overfield.
Yes, I think it's a very good bill. I like the way that it has been made stronger. I do like the bill.
Thank you. Thank you.
Senator Thompson.
Yeah, I have a couple of concerns. When you talk about borrowing from Social Security, it's my understanding that Social Security invests the funds to pay us our future benefits.
Correct.
And that what people talk about borrowing from Social Security, I think what they're really, it's my understanding, what they're really talking about is that we're buying Treasury bills, and then when we need the money, then we would redeem them. So I don't see that as necessarily as borrowing. It may not be the best investment in today's world, but that's what they are doing, is investing the money in Treasury bills. So that maybe is something that needs to be addressed. My other concern is that it sounds like you want to preclude all future Congresses from tinkering with Social Security. Is that what your intent is?
Yes, correct.
I don't think that one Congress can prevent another Congress from amending any kind of a law, including Social Security. So I'm not sure that this could go anywhere. I don't disagree with the sentiment, but I'm not certain that it is. There's any way to lock it in unless you put it in the Constitution, which is probably not going to happen. So at any rate, those are my comments.
Yeah. Thank you. May I respond?
Yes.
To her.
Oh,
Yes.
okay, yes.
No, absolutely.
Yeah,
Go ahead.
I think it's definitely you cannot prevent the other Congress to do so, but at least you know that they can say the sentiment or the seniors as a whole don't want us to mess up or play around with the Social Security, because we need money to pay the Social Security benefits to those who are eligible.
Right.
So that was the main idea. So let them to understand. Of course, we know they can do almost whatever they want to if they have the majority rule, but at least we'll try let them know, hey, listen, we all here on one line said, don't play around with that. And then the other one, you're right too. Right now, of course, we want them to invest our money into usually T-bonds, and then they get interest, and so that we will get. Otherwise, you know, like years ago, we pay, say, $200 a month. I'm just arbitrary.
Yeah.
And now we definitely need, every month we need more than $200 back. So where do we get that? That means, yes, we rely on their investment. So that precludes that worry, you know, which we do want the trust fund to be there to make money for us as hard as possible. But the whole idea is like, if I may use the word, is like a sacred cow. Don't mess up with that. So this is the message, because recently we have hearing they want to use it as a bargaining chip, and not only affecting us, affecting the future generation as well. So it's very dangerous. Thank you.
I don't have any problem with the content or the intent of this proposal. A couple of words, and I'm with Senator Levy on this one about the word further cuts. And did you say, I guess I was distracted for a minute, did you say there have indeed been cuts? So we would be talking about further cuts, or?
Okay, now that was one of the reasons yesterday in that assembly side I did mention. I said, why we call it further? Is there anyone can give any example or facts about the cut that they already did? Right. Did we have enough research on that? But everyone said, well, I'm sure here and there, but then this here use the word further means from now on.
It should be future, maybe.
Yeah. Maybe
well,
future.
I'm looking at the
that was the word that I use, maybe for the future from today on. But then they asked, okay, now they have more people there than one voice there. So they all agree further. If it's, from now on, we don't mind what you did or didn't do, but it's already passed. But from here on, so that's why they use the word further. From here on, so that's further. Yeah.
Right. Well, I'm sure somebody can prove somewhere whether there was cuts or not cuts. And I think, frankly, if the word future, it would be okay. You wouldn't be saying that you never cut it before. It's saying if you cut it, if you cut the Social Security, just please don't do it again, which you're talking about in the future. The other one has to do, again, with a word. It has nothing to do with the content. Over on line 53, yesterday we were talking with someone, and we talked about language, and we, when you say further cuts, actually we want to, here we go. It says, hereby proposes that Congress prevent. Yesterday we talked and we wanted a little bit, this is very polite and that's good, but we thought the word urge would make it more, what was your? Powerful. More powerful, and let them know that this is really something that needs to be considered. This is important. This is really important. So we really urge you to do thus and so. And was there any discussion about that yesterday where you were in the assembly?
No.
Well,
but everyone, in the essence, everyone just saying,
yes.
Tell them, don't,
right.
mess around.
Right. Yeah. So instead of the word proposes, you're proposing, you're really kind of asking them to do it. And I think I might want to look at an amendment that would just change the word propose to urge. Okay. And the other one, further cuts to future cuts. Mm-hmm. Can I make a motion?
See if the author would accept it.
Can I do that? Oh.
Yeah, you can make a motion, and then someone just needs to second it in order to, for the committee to propose amendments.
See
Right.
if the author would accept it. Okay. Then you don't have to go through all of it.
Okay.
Oh.
Okay.
Or the author can also take it as an author's
accept
amendment.
it. I think that's what happened yesterday. Didn't the author say that's fine?
Yeah.
I'll
That's what we did yesterday.
Okay. 1 minute. Yes. Senator Thomas.
Mine should say Social Security benefits of seniors and future retirees from being cut. Is that the same?
Actually, I'm looking at just the word, no, down at line 17, see where it says further cuts? Oh, you don't have, okay. You don't have, well, anyway. Yeah, actually, it says further cuts.
Yeah.
The intent is kind of the same. And we're just talking now about the word, whether further means you cut it once before, don't do it again, or future, meaning you may have cut it, but don't do it again.
And this says future retirees from being cut.
Well, it doesn't.
Well, they took all that out. They took future retirees out. So it reads now, President, this measure would memorialize the Congress and the President to enact legislation that would prevent, and then you move down here, further cuts, and I'm suggesting future cuts to our borrowing from the Social Security Trust Fund. Okay? And then on the other one, where is that? Line 53, this is the amendment. Proposes that Congress, hereby, instead of proposes, I'm thinking urges. So are you saying yes? Or
Yeah, well,
it's up to you
No.
right now. I'm asking you if you will accept
okay,
that.
Madam Chair, is there
Yes.
any difference between the change of the wording or amend the wording from me or from you? Is there any difference?
Yeah, it makes it easier.
If I made it, right?
If you accept it. If you accept it, then we don't have to vote.
I make it.
I do have a question before she may or may not change it.
Okay.
I would like to address this to council. If she changes this today, will we be able to pass it tomorrow if we have to vote on it, or is it going to table it for a year?
I can, as the chair of the Senate floor session, I can answer that question.
I would love to hear it.
It will go into concurrence if it's an amended proposal here, and then tomorrow morning the Assembly will look at it, and if they accept it, then it goes back to the floor. Is that not correct?
Yeah, that's correct.
Thank you very much for clarification.
Madam Chair.
But Senator Overfield, are you saying if she accepts it, and I'm not telling you to accept it, but if she says, fine, I'll change the word further to future and proposes to urges, that's fine. Then
we just vote on the whole thing.
Right. I don't have a problem with changes. I hate to see this. Remember, I'm still kind of a newbie here.
Right.
I don't want to see
it stopped.
it stopped
Okay.
because of changing the verbiage.
Okay.
Thank you.
All right.
Madam Chair, if
Yes.
that's the case, as an author, if I amended the wording, what the consequences will be at tomorrow's floor, because it already went through this amended part. Use the word further here, further cuts. It's already went through the senior assembly floor, and everyone voted yes unanimously. So that means today, if I come here and I amend the wording,
Right.
then tomorrow go to the senior Senate floor. What do you do? Do you do as do pass, or is pass with the amendments? Because now there's a difference. Because if author amends it according to the resource manual, then you don't have to vote on that.
It will go to concurrence. Concurrence means it goes back to the other side, and they accept that word or not accept that word.
That is, if I amend it or you amend it.
Either way, no matter who amends it.
Let me ask again for clarification. Were you concerned, I think that's what I was trying to say, is we know the Senior Assembly has passed this as revised. If she goes back in with another revision, will they want her to revise it back to the way it is right now?
They cannot do that. They either accept it or reject it.
Okay, thank you.
So for
They
safety's
reject it,
for
then
safety's sake, if it is not amended at all, it definitely goes through easily.
Yeah. Because this is an important issue, Social Security, affecting every one of us.
Okay, that's fine.
Madam Chair, doesn't matter if you want me to amend it or you as a
No,
committee.
no, I don't want, no, I'm not
Okay.
giving you any, no, I just, we'll
Okay.
just leave it, because the content is the same, and
Sure.
I'm really not trying to do anything with the content.
Okay.
Okay. Do you have anything else that you want us to know about this before we go to vote?
Yeah, because the bottom line.
No, you've got to.
Oh, because the bottom line is still up to the legislators, with senators or assembly member, and how they pick it up and how they word it. But of course, we tried our best to convey our opinion, right? Okay. And to me, I'm just trying to simplify the whole thing. So if you don't change it, that would be fine. Just, as long as everyone understands what's going on. Thank you.
Any last comments from any of the senators? Are we ready to vote? Mr. Dean?
The motion is do pass AFP 9 to the Senate floor. Senior Senator Frazier,
Yes.
Senior Senator Levy,
Yes.
Senior Senator Overfield,
Yes.
Senior Senator Schlitz, Senior Senator Thomas,
Yes.
Senior Senator Thompson.
Yes.
That's 5 votes. It passes.
Thank you so much. I really appreciate it very much so.
Thank you for bringing this to the floor.
Thank you. Thank you.
Right. So this looks as though we have cleared our duties for the afternoon. Thank you all so much. Thank you to our messengers, and certainly thank you to our council and to our resource secretary. And thank you to my fellow members for such diligent work. It's been a pleasure. Therefore, I declare this meeting adjourned.